G'day guys, Matt here from Not in the Manual. Today I'm going to go through the turbine-like covers, hubcaps for the car. I got these a few weeks ago before I went away on holidays, and I gave you a brief preview in my accessory video. So today I just wanted to run through the setup of these covers, and yeah, we'll put them on the car and see how they look. So this is the one I had on my car for the other video. So I've already fitted the little Tesla logo that it comes with. I've already fitted it to that wheel. So we'll just run through a bit of the prep for these covers and what comes with them. And yeah, we'll go from there. Okay, this is what comes in the box. So we have the center wheel stickers. You get these little clean-up wipes in a little packet, which is nice. You get plenty of those, more than you need. You have this strip to go around the outside circumference of the wheel it's basically to stop vibration noise and to protect your rim. They just clip on here. They come with these extra little strips here. I guess if you find that it's interfering somewhere on the wheel and you want to protect it from this cover, you don't want to damage your paint, then you can put those on, but they're not really needed for these covers. They accidentally got put in the box when I spoke to Tessories. I bought these from Tessories. I think they were $250. I'll put the right price up there at the bottom of the screen. But they come with these instructions as well. Now there's a handy little QR code here. There's on this sheet. So this is the instruction sheet, and it's basically just some disclaimers there warning you that these covers can damage your rims, but they're not going to damage any more than the standard Aero covers will. So don't be too worried about that. Yeah, they're just giving you some things here, just saying check your tire pressures at the same time. But this QR code, I scanned that and it took me to a YouTube video that isn't this style cover. So that wasn't very handy at all. It shows they're very different at the back here and how they clip to the wheel. But it's a similar procedure. The only thing is where this strip goes on, there's these little ribs here. So there's no flat surface for this protective strip to go onto, but it's still possible to sort of push it down there, and we'll go through that in a second, and I'll show you how I fit that. So this is what I got. I don't know, I think you could just use some isopropyl alcohol. I've got some isopropyl alcohol here. I'll probably end up cleaning the wheels up with that. These are, you almost feel like you've got to vent the room when you use them. They're a very, very strong smell, but I'm sure they're a primer. I'm sure they're fantastic at helping things stick. But yeah, if you pass out in the process, I don't think that's ideal. So I might just end up using the isopropyl alcohol. That's good enough to prep a surface for something to stick to. So yeah, they were packed pretty well. I've ended up chucking out the box, but yeah, they were packed very, very well in bubble wrap. Yeah, Tessories are always fantastic. I mean, they're based here in Sydney, so shipping times are pretty good from them. And yeah, the products vary in quality, but that's not really Tessories' fault. They don't make it. They're just a distributor as far as I know. But yeah, these actually look pretty impressive, and they're really solid. I'd say they're just as good a quality as the Tesla supplied Aero wheel caps. So anyway, yeah, let's get into prepping them. Right, so we're going to prep this area around here to stick this protective foam strip. And that's actually, you saw in the other video that this outer edge covers up the section that you damage when you scrape down a gutter and get the curb rash on. So that's where these covers are quite good. So you would end up damaging these covers instead of damaging your rim. So these are going to be quite good. So my issue with these was, you should be able to see it here. There's these little ribs here, and that's just not a flat surface. So I rang Tessories and said, look, it's not as per the instruction video, there's no flat surface here to put the strip on, and they've assured me that I can just sit that over the top of the ribs and work my way around. So we'll see how that goes. Maybe a little bit difficult to see me doing this with the all being black, but we'll see how we go. I've decided to just use the primer thing that came with them, so we'll open that. Sorry guys, I couldn't find any gloves to wear for this, but yeah, these are pretty potent. Yeah, very, very strong smell. So we just want to wipe around where we're going to be sticking down there and work our way around. And this will just make sure that that strip stays on and stays in place. So yeah, just giving that surface a quick wipe over, and you can see it's picking up a lot of dirt and dust from I guess manufacturing and being stored, and you know, the factory where these are made. So yeah, I think you've achieved the same effect with isopropyl alcohol. Yeah, this smells a bit overpowering. Make sure you do it in a well ventilated room. Okay, so I've done a complete loop, so you can see there it is pretty dirty, and this will be why they give you a fair few of these packets. Okay, so the other place you also want to prep, and that one was already done, is this surface here. You're going to give that a wipe because that's where your little Tesla logo is going to go. So I'll go around and prep all those. It's probably good to let that dampness there all dry up and before you go trying to stick the tape on. So I might do a bit of a time lapse here, and we'll go around and get all these prepped. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is we're going to work our way around and stick this strip around here. So it's only just going to have some little high spots sitting here where there's those little ribs. Yeah, I'm not 100% convinced this is going to be that great, but it really is there just to stop any noise, rattling, and any more damage to that outer edge of the rim. So you just peel back the tape to expose the sticky section, and then we'll work our way around with that. So we'll start halfway between two of those spikes, and then just push it around and work your way around. You can see there little high spots where those ribs are, so that's what's going to be coming in contact with your wheel there. So we'll work my way around here. Looks like there should be just enough to do this. If you wanted to save some of this tape, you probably could just do a strip like that, cut, leave a gap, do another strip, and go around. You probably don't need to do the complete coverage, so you could just do a section like that and maybe just do 4 sections like that. And that would be enough, but yeah, I may as well just see how we go. We'll stick this round and just keep working our way around, and probably just time lapse this bit. Right, so I am back around to the beginning again. We can cut that off. Trim that back a little bit more. There we go, push that down, and you can see all those little raised sections. I'll show you, try and show you close up. You can see there, that's worked out pretty nicely. Now, it also came with these little lengths of strips, and I initially thought that they would go in here. You can see that onto these little clips that clip to the wheels, but yeah, they don't, and they don't really fit in there properly. And when I spoke to the guys at Tessories, they said these little strips are for the 19-inch wheel covers. So these are the 18-inch wheel covers. So they're telling me they're not needed. Some of the other wheels show these strips going into this section, but when I check this against the wheel of the car, that doesn't actually come into contact. So possibly the 19-inch, there is some interference with these areas of the covers with the 19-inch wheel. So yeah, we'll leave those off. So you really just need to do this strip and the Tesla logo here. We'll just zoom out so you can see that. So the Tesla logo, so I've got to do the Tesla logo and the strip on all the other wheels. So the Tesla logo is a little bit tricky. We'll just do one of those here. So this is the logo here. If you wanted to be keep them all the same, you could just use the little valve cutout and then point the Tesla logo at the valve if you wanted to keep them all the same. If you're someone that likes to have stuff sort of perfectly done like that, but it's a little bit tricky to center it. That's nice and centered there. Make sure you've got some good lighting when you're trying to center that logo. Feels like really good quality. And that should, you know, stay in place forever. So, all right, we'll prep all them and then we'll go stick them on the car and just see what the car looks like with all four of them on. So to fit the wheel covers, you just need to make sure there's nothing in the center here. The wheel cover locates in there and these clips clip onto the spokes here. So first thing you need to do is line up the valve stem cutout. So that's up the top here for my car. That's lined up. You center the cap and then just give it a knock in place. And then just give it a tap around to make sure it's nice and secure. Then to remove it, you just grab these two here and give it a nice big pull, and that takes it off. All right, I've now got the covers fitted to the car. I didn't bother cleaning up or polishing the tyres or cleaning the car. I thought you might want to see how they look in real life. And my tyres aren't too dirty anyway, but I actually quite like the look of these. I've had them on all day today, and I'm actually quite happy with how they look and how they've come out. The only time they look a bit weird is when you look at them from this angle and see how far they're sticking out there. But other than that, yeah, I really like them. And I think on the black car, it really just it really sort of blends in, and I really like it. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with them. They're quite sturdy. You know, they're on there pretty solid, and they hide all of that rim rash. Even though they're sticking out and they're exposed, to replace one of these I think was 70 bucks or something. They're 70 bucks each or something like that. It's a lot cheaper than trying to get your rim fixed. So yeah, I'm a big fan of these. Economy wise, I think I sort of proved to you the other day. I've got another video, a little bit of a video on economy with accessories on the car. I had the bike up on the bike rack and we did some freeway driving, and I looked at the economy, and these little things like the wheel covers and that, it's really a negligible difference to the economy of the car. So I quite like the look of these. And any questions, guys, make sure you comment and ask the questions there. But I'm pretty happy with how these wheel covers look, and yeah, yeah, they don't make a sort of rattling sound as you go along, and I think they're quite good, and I think they're going to be quite durable over time. And yeah, look, that's all for this video. and yeah, hope you enjoyed that, and you can see what these things are like. Tessories were great. I had some questions about these covers, and they answered them all, and they were really helpful. So yeah, I found those guys quite good. They answer emails that you send to them quite quickly. I actually had the guy ring me, and then he was texting me some info as well, so they were really helpful. So guys, yep, thanks for watching the video, and I will catch you next video. Thanks.